rearrange the alphabets so I could put you next.
I am looking forward to a wonderful experience.
Do you think you have to be celebrated?
I am going to be celebrated.
Oh, you gotta be celebrated.
Don't you see straight, no I be mommy diabetes. Although you pure on you, naturally sweet. I just took you off the market, baby.
Certain things to be logically sensible. It doesn't make sense when you have somebody over 70 in a public office and somebody is qualified and from 30 to 38 he's been home with different degrees, doing nothing.
We're here again. It's always a pleasure talking entertainment with you here on Joy Prime on Multi TV. The show is E Withbecks, Entertainment with Becky. Today I have one of Ghana's greatest music experts, yes, here to talk entertainment. We've had him on the show before. He spoke about his album. Now the album is ready. It's all out there, doing so well across Africa and the rest of the world. And of course, he's here to talk about the album and more. I'm talking about the Untamed, the person who can never be tamed. Yes, I'm talking about Brahima, that's what I call him, Samini. Or, well, for the kids out there who know him as Batman, Batman is here. We've moved from Batman long time ago. When a kid asks you whether you could fly. So I was listening to that interview you had with Mekwikwe.
Yeah.
You mentioned the fact that Mobile Award was like the biggest thing that has ever happened to your music career.
That was the biggest moment.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will forever remember that as, you know, a huge moment for me because I was really young at that time and I had just done 2 albums. I was on my 2nd album really, so it was overwhelming for me. And I remember the feeling. I just couldn't believe it. And it gave me a wake-up call really to start working with the mindset that the international world is watching. So everything you're doing has to be top-notch and beyond. Because you don't have to be caught slipping as, you know. Yeah.
From 2006 to 2019, you've come a long way. You've won lots of awards, produced quality songs, produced so many albums. Now we're Untamed. We are on the Untamed album. You released on Untamed somewhere last year.
Yeah, on my birthday.
You took it all over the world. I remember how, you know, Untamed took over Ghana. Let's talk about when you went to the US with Untamed. How was the reception? You had an interview, Voice of America. You had a launch there as well. Tell me all about the experience.
It was a good one indeed. It was an inspiration to take the music out there to the world and see how people's reaction gets when you actually bring it to the forefront, because we're entertaining Africans in Africa, but when you travel out there, you expect to get people from where you're going to come out in their numbers to experience you. So Seattle was a nice experience because we did the event at the Seattle International Museum.
Okay.
You know,
and
so
it has over 7,000 people, or 700?
It was 700 people.
700 people
almost,
in attendance.
Yeah, over 700 people. And these were, you know, a good mix of people with just about 20% African. So it was quite a blend that I was pleased to have so that I can, you know, share my art form with, and then they can take to the rest of the world, because we are looking at reaching out to the world.
Yeah, so generally, how is the Untamed album doing? Obviously, I mean, I know that here in Ghana has done pretty great, good stuff here in Ghana, but you took it outside the country. So I'm forced to ask how, you know, it's doing.
Well, so far it's been great. I mean, Reggaeville nominated it for Album of the Year category,
yes.
and we got to win that.
Yes.
And that was like a huge sign, because I released in December and I went against albums that had come out 6 months prior to me, some even older, and to have come out to be the winner was like huge for me, because I want this album to get to a certain level. I want this album to reach far and wide, because this is me and this is my first strictly reggae album. You know, I am a reggae artist from Ghana.
Yeah.
I haven't been comfortable enough to do pure reggae throughout my career till now.
Okay.
So I have been building myself up for this moment where I will be able to put together a reggae catalog and put it out there for people to enjoy that side of me. So for what the album is doing, I'm really grateful, and I am excited for even more because I can see the future really bright for this.
Is it getting you the revenue that you think you deserve?
Yeah.
Getting you more shows to play?
Because everything is online now.
Okay.
Music sales is digital. So if your fan base is global, you have people buying your music from all over the world. And it's been just, well, I released on my birthday in December,
Yeah.
on December 22nd, and we're in March now. It's been 3 months and it's sold.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see because the Billboard reggae charts has to do with sales and other things as well. And we debuted on number 8 right in the first week. So, and then we also came on the iTunes charts as well. Number 7 on the US charts, number 3 on the world chart.
Sure.
And all that is sales. It has to do with how much it's been downloaded. So I must say, we're grateful for what's happening and we're looking for more.
Which one is your favorite song on that album? Don't say my own because it's my favorite.
Yeah, you can keep it. You can keep it.
I can.
My favorite.
Right.
My favorite is Mokpiera because my dad wrote it.
Okay.
And it's in my dialect, and I have a special connection with it because I know where my story started from, and I know the relationship between me and my dad when I started music, and I know how me and him are now. I know what inspired me changing my name to Samini, so he would know that I brought the name out and far.
Yeah.
So now if I have an album and I can boast of a track written by
Your
Mr.
dad.
Samini himself, that's like my track, you know. Besides that, this is the year of return, and the track talks about homecoming.
Yeah.
It's a track that talks about the traveler and the fact that home people have to embrace the traveler regardless of whatever he brings, whether a box of gold or empty hands. The mere fact that a traveler has decided to return home should be good enough reason for home people to always embrace you. Yeah, so I think I'm being forced to do an English version of that song pretty soon.
You actually went home.
Yes,
So I saw the introduction to the Untamed, the whole Untamed album.
The intro there.
So I just want to understand the whole concept. There was a woman sitting down, talking in your local dialect, and then I saw you crowning, all the fugu and stuff. Can you tell us?
Yeah, that's just us, representing the Africanness. We're trying to show people our roots, and what the woman was doing was just the same. How traditional people connect with, the supreme being through ways of understanding science and stuff. So she was just speaking wealth into me. She was speaking strength, power, and wisdom and success into me. And she was also talking about how, because of the kind of heart I come with and how I like to help people, I am just destined to just keep moving. And what that woman said, I didn't write. I wasn't even there when they shot that side of the video.
Okay.
So when I watched it, I felt it was quite powerful because she was speaking in my parents' dialect, a dialect that I understand, and what she was saying sounded like she wanted to tell me that herself.
Okay.
And it was recorded live and it was in the video, and all that made it so cultural and special. That intro opened the way for this album.
Congratulations on the album. What are your expectations for the Ghana Music Awards? I know you've been nominated for the 3 music awards as well. What are your expectations? I mean, with the success that this album has chalked.
Well, for what this album has done so far, I think for the reggae categories, we should do well. We should do well. Yeah. So I'm looking at it at least having presence and recognition in the reggae category for both Ghana Music Awards and
3 music awards.
And other subsequent awards that will come before the year ends. Yeah, so we're looking at being actively involved
I know that apart from music, you have a farm to yourself. Apart from the farm, do you have any other thing?
Business here and there,
Businesses,
you
yeah.
know, throw the money into whatever.
But you know what's interesting is that you own a farm and you pay attention to that. That's like
Yeah.
agriculture, and it
Yeah.
adds so much to the, economy of Ghana.
Yeah.
That a lot of people, I'm not sure whether they know that. So I'm interested in the farm. How is the farm doing?
Farm's doing great, you know,
Okay.
high-grade farms is doing great.
When was the last time you went to the farm?
I haven't been there in a long time, but
Okay.
I get pictures, I get little videos here and there because the farm is up north. I did up north because that's where my roots is, and I'm trying to demonstrate something that farming or agriculture is the future, in the sense that if we concentrate on that, we're going to create jobs for people, we're going to give food to ourselves and people that
Yeah.
can't necessarily find their own food, and we're going to make money and empower the economy. So we're looking at agriculture as becoming the solution to all these influx of people from the rural area to the urban area looking for ends
Yeah,
to
jobs.
meet. I mean, looking to make ends meet,
Ends meet.
looking for food, looking for whatever. Because if you have say you have a tomato farm and you have a factory that makes the tomato paste right after the tomato is harvested, and then you also have a wing that exports the very fresh ones to certain areas before certain hours. Ghana is 6 hours away from Europe, so you can always tell people you can give them tomatoes that's less than 24 hours old.
Yeah.
Yes, so stuff like that, and all of these things, if these things are working and working properly, that's revenue for everybody. So I'm up north, making sure my people up north stay there on my farm and work rather than try come and push trucks in Accra to make some money, because there's nothing going on up there apart from agric. And also it's a way to demonstrate the fact that it's a farming area that I'm coming from.
Okay.
And I have so much land when it comes to agriculture. I have so much land up north that I should demonstrate agric for my people, the youth up north, to know that agric is cool. If I'm on TV dancing and singing and I'm not reluctant to touch the soil, then I think you should feel free to do the same.
Yeah.
So all of those things are just why I'm still empowering agric.
But what do you make of the economy? The CD has gone really down now.
Yeah,
And because you're a businessman.
Yeah, I heard somebody on radio calling from abroad saying when the CD goes down, it's good for them abroad because when they send just a few dollars, it becomes so much CDs, and we're happy. And I'm there thinking, listen, it becomes so much CDs that's worth nothing. Okay, it's worth the same little $20 that you sent. Don't think because your $20 has become maybe 200 CDs instead of 100 CDs, so it is worth $40. It is worth 20, the same 20 you're sending. So we are here trying to figure out how it moved from 1:1 to 1:. It's almost what, 6 CDs now.
Yeah.
And then the pound is 7 something.
7 something.
It's crazy. So me, I think that the people that are in position to make sure the economy is solid have to be called and brought to answer these questions. And if people don't know what they're doing, then there has to be a shake-up for the competent people to be put into the right offices, so that those who know the mathematics that you have to do to make sure that the city doesn't get, rinsed like it's happening, then those people sit down properly, because it is affecting everybody. If you go work anywhere else and you bring your money down here, and then you see how the Ghana cedi evaporates every time you change some of it, you know that, you think you've brought money, but whatever you change, the cedis that it become and how much people need that cedi you're holding before anything can happen around you tells you that, it's no money, it's gone. So something has to be done.
What do you propose?
I
know you're not an economist.
So those who have read the economy and they've written the exams and passed and are sitting in the offices collecting the pay to make sure the economy is stable, should be
work around it.
Yes, should be called to answer why the economy is not stable. And if they can't answer, let's get some young and competent people, put them in place, because generations change and ways of thinking change. So if you're a 75-year-old guy dealing with a 38-year-old guy in Europe about economy, and he's telling you some things and you don't understand, you're losing.
Yeah.
But if that guy is dealing with somebody today who understands every app
Everything.
and every link online, that guy is sharp and he knows what that guy is talking about. So now we need to look at drawing a line so that even the youth can rise and let the government know that we all want you to understand that after a certain age, we don't want anybody in office, right? Because if Ghana says retire at 60, and you have people in government office like almost
70,
80
yeah.
and stuff, it's not fair on anybody, on the one that's working and on the one that's home not working because that guy is continuously working. Because that guy that's being made to overwork himself is being made tired for no reason. And that guy that's being made dormant is being made to waste away for no reason. So there needs to be a balance here. Let's look at what's happening internationally and see how we can balance ourselves, because it doesn't make sense when you have old and tired, sleepy people in offices that aren't working. So it makes it slow when they are meant to meet their, counterparts on the world level who are up to date and on the top pace with whatever they're doing. So Charlie, big up to the people that are making Ghana what it is today.
Better place to be.
But yeah, we're not saying Ghana is the worst place. I love my Ghana. I think regardless of how fast the city is running, Ghana is a beautiful place and we still enjoy our country. So we need it to be a bit more stable, and we need certain things to make sense, certain things to be logically sensible. Yeah, it doesn't make sense when you have somebody over 70 in a public office and somebody is qualified and from 30 to 38 he's been home with different degrees doing nothing. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I understand. Recently I was talking to the gospel musician Nasi, and he argued that we have people in the entertainment cycle, very intelligent people who know how, or who have the intellect to govern this country, to take positions in the government or ruling the governments, but they're scared to do politics.
Me, I'll only do it if I'm a flag bearer of any.
But you would have to start from somewhere.
Yes, but I'll just start from somewhere by establishing myself as a very organized person that can do a job if you put him there.
A lot of the entertainment industry people shy away from politics. What's the problem with that?
I don't blame them, because politics is a very, very, very excuse my word, but it's a very, very dirty game. Okay. So you have to be prepared to be on one side or the other the moment you stick your neck out as a politician. So an entertainer has to appeal to everybody at the same time. So it's difficult for an entertainer to now decide, okay, I am a politician and I belong to these people, because politics is a very sensitive thing. Okay. And when it comes to matters of the economy and matters of people's existence, people's day-to-day livelihoods, and who is making it work and who is not making it work, you, the public figure, has to be careful who you're representing and who you're trying to tell the country that is legit for them, regardless of how much you're getting for your personal pocket. Because you're meant to have everybody's interest, because everybody watches your movie, everybody is meant to love your movie, you are their person, everybody listens to your music, everybody's meant to feel you. So when you belong to one sect and it gets to election year and the heat time comes, and the part that you belong to unfortunately becomes a part that is telling the lie, and you are forced to go and defend the lie because you've chopped some monies along the line, then you see that you don't blame people when they look at you in public and shun you like, Charlie, yourself, you're not real. You're meant to stay real. So for a public person, politics, it's not the best, especially when you're in your peak season. I mean, when you are on your, busy entertaining people. If you're retiring,
It's okay.
That's different. Then you can declare your political affiliation.
Okay.
You can declare where you are and what you're doing and whatever. Because your life doesn't depend on making everybody happy and trying to make everybody feel good.
How about you, because you're a musician and this is what you do and you're very good at it, how about employing your services for, you know, this political party? Not like you're following them or you're supporting them, but employing your services, which is singing, which is writing music for that particular party. Is that also a problem?
When you do that, you've endorsed indirectly the
Okay.
political party and everything it stands for. And you are telling everybody that loves what you do to love that party. So love that party means love everything that party is saying and believe everything they're saying. Yes, because now you that are meant to be trusted are telling them that, oh, I'm with these people, they be cool. You know me safe, but you know me safe. So the moment it becomes a lie to them, it's dangerous. So I look beyond that. I mean, I've had different political parties approach me on different levels, but I like to stay neutral. So I have nothing against anybody that wants to declare their political affiliation, but there's a price to pay.
Okay.
And I'm not ready to pay that yet.
How was your 2018? I know that the latter part of 2018, which, you know, chronicled your release of your album and everything.
Relaunch of Samini Fest and all of that. Yeah, we took a year break and then we came back, did Oxford Street. It was lovely. You know, 2018 was a good one because I released the album in 2018 like I wanted to, and most of the work was done in 2018 and the parts of 2017 as well. So we also did a lot of appearances during the December season, a lot of corporate appearances, and you know, it was quite busy 2018.
Your
but it was a good one.
Your expectations for 2019, we're just 3 months into the year, so obviously we still have lots of months ahead of us. Any plans? Are you planning to release an album very soon?
No, I would like the fans to absorb this album for some time, so it will take a good while because this is a 22-track album. So 2019, well, Ghana Music Awards is going to be exciting. It's been 20 years and some of us have seen our entire career within that period, and it's amazing to still be here and still be part of the top names that would be mentioned on the night. So I can't wait to see how glamorous and how exciting and lit the 20th anniversary is going to be, because I believe it's a platform that we're going to get to celebrate certain people that have happened within the 20-year period. Some of them happened a bang and then they just
disappeared.
Yes, but they all happened within that 20-year period. They were all part of how exciting that 20 years got. And I think I'm looking forward to a wonderful experience.
You think you have to be celebrated?
I am going to be celebrated.
Oh, you gotta be celebrated. I know, right? Really?
Can I blow my own horn?
It's okay. Sometimes we just have to do that.
Know,
I'm sitting. When you were talking, I'm standing. I'm like, oh God, just keep talking. But you gotta be celebrated. How many years?
Oh, imagine how many times have you interviewed
You know,
me?
I'm so. Well, we can't do this on television, but you know, let me just say
I've
this
seen
quickly.
You grow on this TV.
I know.
Yes.
So I was watching your video, that the one you got the mobile awards. So I was watching it this I think just this afternoon, and then I'm like, oh, I called everybody in the office. I'm like, look at Samini, press Samini. No, you know the way you. I mean, it's been how many? You were 26 or 24 years at the time, and they made the feeling. I could just feel it. So I'm thinking. Crazy. So from that time till 2019, you gotta be celebrated. You should be given something. Like, do you think you should be given a car or something? We can tell them what you want.
I'm just like I'm saying. I'm just there to enjoy myself, and I look forward to a very exciting experience. And I keep saying that because I know how much I have put in within the 20-year period, how many exciting moments I mean, this is Ghana Music Awards. I have hosted it 2 years in a row within that 20-year period. You know, I have had my heights within that 20-year period, and I'm gonna sit back and watch which of those moments will make it on that screen when they're flashing the things that happened, you know, because I don't know. Yeah, but I just know I'm gonna get my invitation, and I think I know I'll get some nominations.
Praise
because
the Lord.
I released an album.
No, it's good that you know. Like, if you know, you know. Basically, what makes you happy?
What makes me happy? My space.
Okay. You don't like people in your space too much?
No.
But you draw. You're drawing us in.
Yes. That's why.
So
that's why it's difficult to have some space. So when I end up getting some space, you know, it becomes golden and precious for me until the next zzz on your phone or the next cook on the door. Yeah.
Okay, that's happiness. What makes you laugh?
What makes me laugh? My own stupid jokes.
You tell stupid jokes too?
To my friends and with my friends. And random stuff that pop up and stuff, things that I would say will end up cracking everybody up, and then I'll laugh as well. But what makes me laugh would be a good comedy show. I like to watch.
Do we have
shows.
that in Ghana? Has anybody made you really laugh?
There's a few good comedians here.
You don't want to endorse any of them
I
because
don't want to mention names, but yeah, I know a few. I know Foster Romanus.
Okay.
I know DKB.
Okay.
I know Ajize, who is like up and coming. So I know from top to the down stretch. Ajize, no, Ajize, if I say be up and coming, if you do joke, take them at all.
Yeah.
I think he's pushing, and he's established himself online as a comedian. What I know is that it's still an emerging industry in Ghana, and we want to see more. Yeah, some of us are fans of comedy. Kojo Nkansalio Win is my friend because I like comedy like that. He's a friend on my phone that I can call and just have a good laugh. He can give me a shout when he knows he wants to just crack my ribs and go like, yo, you don't know the I can cancel who no pay me. Then he knows that he's made my day. Yeah.
20 years down the line, we're celebrating music. We will be celebrating music. What would be your advice, you know, for this industry, for the emerging acts that are, you know, coming up, people who are looking up? I'm sure you've had this question over and over again, but things are changing. Every single year, we have things changing. So, 20 years on, Ghanaian music industry, what's the way forward? What can we do to get there?
We're not doing bad so far, given the role we play on the continent when it comes to exciting music. Because no matter how small the country is, when you're talking about songs that are happening on the continent and beyond when it comes to African music, I think we've done quite some work, and it will be good to just keep the momentum, keep pushing, and the advice to the young ones would be to try and stand out, be original, you know, stay consistent and stay focused really. You know, do the music live, because you can't cheat, you can't cut corners when it comes to the final moment where you need to, like, you know, express yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in the next 20 years, I expect to see Ghanaian music on the main forefront of African music again, like it used to be with those Sibisa days. Yeah.
Okay. You've acted in a couple of movies before. I think just one movie.
Yeah, I think I did an appearance in Pool Party.
Pool Party, that's the.
Yeah, and then I used to do Fresh Trouble with Davi and the rest of the guys.
What happened to your acting career?
I don't have an acting career.
Well, are you not looking forward to?
I went to have fun on set.
But I mean, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, we had Yvonne Nelson on set. I was playing
Majid.
alongside Yvonne Nelson. Majid as well was part of the movie. Yeah, it was a good one. I had fun, you know. I just went on there because the director thought that I could
play that role. But you don't have plans of, you know, doing.
It's too tedious. I have plans of writing and directing.
Okay.
Movies.
Okay.
Not really acting
in the movie.
Yeah, once a while I can show face, but
When are we looking at that? Because the acting industry, they are calling for support actually. They're saying that they don't have jobs, so what we have...
I have stories.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Can you tell them?
Yeah, I have stories.
How
I can't
many-
tell them the stories, but I have stories.
No, but can you tell them that you have stories so that we can, come to you?
For me to sell my stories?
Exactly.
No. Because my stories are my property.
Or you can
So
produce
I'll
the
produce
movies.
them, and then I'll cast people, and then eventually people will get work, and then we will have series, films, whatever. But yeah, because I have high grade films, which we don't talk about, but it's registered and it's there.
Okay, and we're looking forward to that happening when?
I'm still on stage, Charlie. It's a plan, but
Yeah.
as I speak, it's not a priority. It's not on the list. Yeah, it's not on the list. Stay away from little groups and little gatherings of guys in the aim of whatever it is that you want to do. Because when the police come, they are coming for those little gatherings of people. You're going to end up arrested and you can't explain yourself. So please, if you don't belong there, don't go there. If you're not part of it, don't go there. When it's time to vote, go and queue, vote. Go home, watch TV. That's where everything else is collated. Your polling station is not the only place where they count results. So that place cannot determine anything. So when you go there and you think, what is happening here? We're going to fight and die here. There's plenty other places that the same thing is happening. That if you had gone home to watch TV, maybe you would have calmed down. I'm talking little groups that they would find names and titles for. If you don't go roam about for there, you don't go end up in any trouble. I beg you guys. Achie.